Hello and welcome to the final two episodes 57 and 58 of Love Island. Now in the second to last episode, everyone's talking about that compatibility vote and everyone's chill, but Luca seems to have an issue. He says that, the only difference between him and Gemma is that the other couples have a label and they don't. And maybe that's why they got those votes. Dami rightly says that this doesn't matter and Davide agrees. They agree to have no hard feelings anyway, and nobody seems very concerned, but Luca does mention it again, and he says that it's in his character to want to know why he was chosen as least compatible. Anyway, this week, everyone's parents are coming to visit. First, it's Tasha and Andrew's parents. Tasha's parents point out what we all saw. Andrew was way more into her in the beginning, and she was a little gun-shy, but then they had a feeling, the parents, that they'd make their way back to each other and end up together. The couples all meet each other's parents, and the parents meet each other. It's kind of emotional, to be honest, because I haven't seen their parents in a while and they can't hug, and I think that's because of COVID. Next is Paige. Her mother says she's not sure she buys the whole thing with Adam. She tells Paige that he does have a little bit of a reputation as a heartbreaker. Paige says that she can't have these preconceived notions. She wants to get to know him. He's been good to her. The couples meet each other's families. Everybody meets. It's all good. Dami's sister and his mom chat to him via video. They give him a little bit of a tough time about Casa Amor, but after all, they are rooting for him. It's a great reunion, and they also get to meet India via video. India's mom and sister come to the villa. India's mom doesn't completely approve of Dami based on his behavior in Casa Amor. He apologizes, and India's mom even asks him about that three-way kiss and points out how salty he was when India came back with Deji. I know we agreed to let bygones be bygones, but I would prefer that my family is honest and a little maybe harsh and uncomfortable rather than just pretending everything is okay. Like, they deserve to know what that was about and to see for themselves whether he's a worthy match, even though it's India's decision after all. So I'm really glad that India's mom brought it up. India's mom also accidentally calls Dami Deji, by the way. India did that a couple of times as well. Anyway, she does say that Dami seems to be redeeming himself and they do trust India's judgment. Dami says that even though he was getting grilled, he enjoyed it. He liked meeting India's family. Then Luca and Gemma's parents. Luca's parents mention that he overstepped a little, referring to Tasha, but they'll talk about it when they get home. But they are rooting for him and they're proud. They all meet each other's parents. It's all good. It's all happy. Then Ekin and Davide and their parents. Davide's mom and sister. Davide speaking Italian is so hot. Oh my goodness. And he tears up a little bit. It is very emotional. They all meet each other then. It all goes very well. Then they get a text together around the fireplace. All of the couples are at risk of going home, remember, except for India and Dami, because none of the islanders voted for them as least compatible. Now the couple saved by the public are Davide and Ekin, Luca and Gemma, and I was so upset about this. They're long overdue a trip home, but anyway. Tasha and Andrew are saved as well, and so Paige and Adam are going to be going home. Luca's still a little sulky about having three couples vote for them. He and Gemma, Dami and India chat about it then, and Luca's like, why don't you think we're compatible? And India says, well, that wasn't actually the question. It was, who do you think is least compatible? She says that she knows that couples argue, but it's the way that Gemma and Luca argue, or the things that they argue about, the small things. And she thinks that Luca's whole protective bit is a bit much. And Dami's like, you know what? At the end, our opinion doesn't even matter, because if you want to make it work, it will work. Gemma and Luca don't seem very happy. They walk away, and she tells Luca that she only cares about the opinions of people who are close to her and that she actually likes, and she actually values what they think. I mean, I get what she's saying here, but her tone is very off-putting. Also, I know that she knows that India's right, because Luca's overprotectiveness has bothered her in the past. She has mentioned it before. So anyway, oh well. All four couples have made it into the final. In the final episode 58, there's going to be a summer ball in the evening, but on the last day, the islanders are going to be getting salsa dancing lessons. Later on, the boys all come out in their suits and tuxes, looking very smart. Tasha comes out first. Yowza. India, her dress is looking a little weddingish, but she looks beautiful. She looks like a princess. I didn't much care for Gemma or Ekin Sue's dresses, but they did look pretty. Anyway, they do this thing of couples reading their vows or like telling their feelings to each other. I had to skip that. It was too long. But the too long didn't read version is they love each other, they like each other, and they're all looking forward to life on the outside. Then they have this little dance out in the yard and they all jump into the pool. It's very cute. Then the hostess chats to the couples individually. They recap the last 2 months, which you can watch my video. videos for that. Then finally, it's time for the winners to be announced. In fourth place is Andrew and Tasha. Third, Indian Dami. And while I'm glad they're in the final, I cannot believe that this means that Luca and Gemma are really that close to winning. What are the people of the UK thinking? Anyway, maybe I'm being biased because of how I feel about Luca. It's fine because Davide and Ekin-Su are crowned the winners of Love Island 2022. And in terms of entertainment, they were a necessary component, I think. So they definitely deserved the win. Davide got on my nerves every now and then, but I came around to him, I guess. And I loved that Ekin-Su was always so supportive of the girls. And yeah, we have reached the end of Love Island recaps. By the way, I'm so far behind Love Island USA at this point. I haven't even started watching, and I don't know if I'll be able to catch up. I haven't heard much about it. Is it watched? Is it popular? Anyway, I guess I'll have to see if I'm even going to watch it. For those of you who've stuck around the last 8 weeks, or for those of you who've just joined, it's been a lot of fun. Feel free to share your thoughts, and thank you for watching.